It's people like him that makes content for my show.
Take me far away, I think I've had enough. I can't do no more, I'm finally breaking. You lost all my trust, I'm walking out the door. I'm taking me away.
Microphone check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Ooh. It's little peeking. It's peeking right there. Okay, let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the WOLVPVCK Podcast, when we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly topics that happens on a weekly basis here in the entertainment industry and in other content creation industries. I'm your host, Wolfson, and without further ado, let's get down with the shiznets, guys. So, first things first, I actually wanted to make an episode in regards to, streamings and how much one person usually earns per stream and stuff like that, But life finds its own way, quote unquote, from the Great Jurassic Park to Malcolm. Yeah. And what I mean by that, I mean by something that came across me on my feed about this certain streamer, and it took a turn with this streamer, and I'm not mad about what happened to that said individual, because that's what you get for the repercussions of what your actions have done. Now, what am I talking about? What was the topic I was going to talk about? Well, I was going to talk about, how much you normally will make on a YouTube or a Spotify or Amazon or whatnot per view. So people can realize you don't make a lot of money per streaming, but you make it through sponsorships, ads, and merchandise and subscription, stuff like that. It's gonna be a very technical conversation, but it somehow relates to this streamer of all the stupidity that he has conducted in the past couple of days, and why doing that sort of behavior does not get you pay the bills, and why it's never gonna get you up there, or why not. And it's gonna relate to the main topic, which is how much you get paid per stream and living in this fantasy world. So like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer, but you're not really making money. So let's talk about it. It came across to me that there's this streamer on Kick. By the way, for those of you who don't know Kick is literally the competition to Twitch, because Twitch stirred away from being the streaming platform for video game content creators, and now it became this all over the place platform. Like you got the most infamous hot tub streaming, which is, I feel like Twitch should ban it altogether. Like, we don't need that type. Like, that's why we have OnlyFans and whatnot. Like, please, it's ruining the market. But also, Twitch has other streamers, talking about geopolitics and vlogging, traveling around the world, and then they're vlogging, also doing interviews with other people, podcasting, like interviewing shows, and also the main thing, which is video games. That's what Twitch is all about. But then obviously, due to recent topics and recent updates, policies from Twitch, it's making hard for streamers to actually like stream on stream on Twitch to get their outcomes out and to perform their performances and get their money out of it. And Twitch is basically cracking down little by little. Hopefully sooner rather than later, Twitch will crack down the hot tub stream service. But then, nevertheless, it's making a lot of streamers leave Twitch and decided to go other platforms like Facebook and YouTube, which is the most popular. YouTube is like the billboard for all platforms. Why not go to YouTube? You get it from there. You get the replay value out of it. But then that's where Kick and Rumble decided to come along to the competition and ask people from those streaming from Twitch, say, hey guys, we don't do what Twitch does. You're more than welcome. Come join us. Here's a contract. We'll pay you this much. And it's forcing a lot of people to leave Twitch so they can actually go to Kick and stream. And obviously, the cool thing about Kick and Rumble, I have my controversial topics against Rumble. Rumble itself it's a wild, wild west right now. It's like Twitter. But in Kick, however, I don't know. I haven't dabbled into Kick that much. But I do hear that some of the contracts that Kick has, they're non-exclusive, which means you can actually stream in Kick as much as you can stream in YouTube and Twitch or other platforms, which is actually pretty good. If you give me a non-exclusive contract and I can stream all around, that's wonderful. That means I get more money out of it, you know? Kick is giving me the liberty to it. So obviously you got a lot of streamers moving to Kick and, you know, doing their thing. But alas, then we come to these other streamers like the Adium Ross, the Sneakos, and the Fresh and Frauds, and the Rollo Tomatoes, and the Red Pill community space and whatnot. That use Kick for the wrong reasons. I'm talking about. We're finally gonna talk about this streamer. I can't believe I'm gonna discuss it, but let me do you this, guys. The title of the show of how I started is like, why is there idiots like this streamer are being allowed to stream? I don't know why, but what I'm talking about is in regards to this Kick streamer known as JohnnySomali. That alone, if that's his last name, is like, all right, that's his last name. I respect that. If if that's not his last name, then bro, you're not Johnny Tsunami. Just calm down. So it came across that JohnnySomali recently traveled to Japan and started streaming, like vlogging. I have no problem with that. I mean, they say in Japan that that's something very common in Japan, that you see a lot of people vlogging, that's streaming and whatnot across the streets. All right, dude, to each their own. But it's the things that you say that I have a problem with, and the actions that you take, and playing the victim out of it. It's what I have a problem. What am I talking about? Well, if we look at this article right here, we're not gonna take a look at it. We look at it right here. Who is JohnnySomali? A reference from sportskeeda.com. Who is JohnnySomali? The controversial Kick streamer assaulted on live stream after allegedly harassing people in Japan. That's what I'm talking about. See, I have a problem when you're streaming and you're doing stupid shit while you're streaming and you're getting no repercussions out of it. I'm talking about iShowSpeed, Sneeko, Adium Ross, especially Adium Ross, and Fresh and Fraud. Johnny Zerka, because we talked about him last time. Nick Fuentes and other guys. So these guys, and Just Pearly Fins, which she's a moron. She is a grifting moron. A grifter who basically jumps from one hoop to another. You know, it doesn't believe in their values. They just look at it because it's like controversial, and that's what makes it popular. That's what a grifter is, and that's what she is. But enough of that. We're gonna go right here. So for the audio followers, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna read about it, and then you guys gonna listen to some of it. So we got this article that he got, assaulted on Japan because he was harassing. So the video and clip. Let me see if I find it, because I did saw it. So okay. So all right. So there's a timeline to all this. YouTube viewers are gonna see it, but the audio listeners are not. But I'm gonna preach about it. So it all started with this stream. Yeah, it all started with this stream that he posted not too long ago, and somebody clipped it and said, JohnnySomali tries to locate Roppongi using the Tokyo Metro line map display on the train, and decides to disrespect the Japanese kanji and hiragana by referring it to Chinese ass language. Jesus, that's wildly racist. And there's another one. He's in okay. Yeah, that's what lets down. And by the way, this guy, JohnnySomali, he's American. He's black.
Nani?
I know, right? I know. Wild take for me to say black people can't be racist, but again, we got a few Uncle Ruckuses here and there. I'm not gonna go and debate here and not gonna go back again, because I've already talked to it too much about it. But I don't know if this guy is being a bigot or he's just being a troll. But regardless, it's very disrespectful, especially if you're in someone else's country.
What the fuck is Roppongi? I don't speak this Chinese ass language. What the fuck is Roppongi?
That's just one. All right, let's talk about this. This one's longer. So the title of this one's Johnny Somali Ramzi Kali Ismaili. He's an American and he's still in Japan today. His friends also say he wants to drink and have sex with a Japanese. Yeesh. He's a racist. He said he will drop an atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki again. He played an upbeat song to the Jesus Christ. This is the one that I saw. Yeah, this is the one that we're going to talk about. This is the most controversial thing, all right? Let me stop you there for one moment. I can tell you for a fact, this happens a lot in America. I don't know what's the issue with people with playing music out loud on the trains. Like, what's the real issue? Like, if you want to listen to music, buy some fucking headphones. The cheapest headphones you can get is $5 out of it on any Walgreens or CVS. Oh no, my phone doesn't have the headphone jack. It's Bluetooth. All right, then spend $20 on a Bluetooth headset. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know what's the reasoning of you to play music out loud in a train when everybody's minding their own business. They're all doing their thing. They're just getting to their destination, whether it's from work or from home or whatever. They're just getting there. Why are you have to disrupt with loud music? I find that very annoying. But, I don't think there's such a thing here. Probably there is here in the States. But in Japan, however, you play loud music, you're going to get arrested. Because that's actually a law. That's actually, it's called disrupting the peace. Especially if you're playing loud music or obscure stuff. That's how I know. Anyways, let's just go back again to his thing. Yeah, I'm trying to look for the that's just wild, man. I'm trying to look for the one that he actually said those certain things. I'm trying to look for it. Maybe in this one. No, this one he gets arrested. Let's see.
Don't tell me to be quiet. What? I'm gonna leave. Don't touch me. Yo, no.
Let me see if I can actually find the what started all this.
JohnnySomali, known for pushing the boundaries of live streaming, incited local offense with his unsolicited racist comments during his travels.
That's fucking wild.
Among his controversial actions, JohnnySomali disrespectfully invoked the tragic historical events of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on public transport.
Like talking about Hiroshima and whatever. It's like, that's such content.
The locals' tolerance eventually wore thin, leading to a physical confrontation.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yo, why would you say some shit
man,
like that?
Nigga, yes, Hiroshima. About the phone, nigga, spy balloon. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know what we do to you, niggas?
Why would you say such horrible things? And let me give you a little bit of history for those of you who don't understand why is this such a bad thing to say. In the events of World War II, the United States dropped an atomic bomb to Japan to end the war with Japan. Now, why was that? Because Japan took sides with the Nazis at that time, I believe, and they were against Americans, and they secretly invaded Pearl Harbor, which led to the events of Pearl Harbor. And in retaliation, the United States government retaliate with 2 atomic bombs, which basically they're both nukes at this point. They're nuked out Japan's 2 main core cities, Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That's wild. And it obliterated. And it showed Japan, America's power. It's don't fuck with us, basically. And Japan is all right, we surrender. We took a huge hit. Please don't nuke us anymore, So it's a tragedy all around because we're still talking about it, and us Americans, we do feel bad of the events that we led to it because we didn't want it to let it that way. And obviously for the Japanese, it's tragedy because they lost so many families. I mean, family lines that have been gone for generations were lost because of it. There's the areas it's still polluted to this day. I mean, it's still radioactive, so it's a very sensitive thing, a very sensitive topic to feel about these certain things. So for this asshole to come over to their country and start going Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and talking like he's like with the Asian accent and say, I'm gonna drop you. That's wild, bro. Like, you can't be doing shit like that. That's going viral for the wrong reasons. Remember what I said a couple of episodes? Freedom of speech is not really freedom of speech. Here in America, you're allowed to say whatever you want to say, but expect the consequences to your words. There's gonna be repercussions to what you say. So hold that same energy when it comes back to bite you in the ass. Outside of America, I don't know any other place that you can actually have that liberty to say those things. And especially if there's a country like Japan that you have no idea what the laws are, and you start going Chinese on them and start being racist. It's just bigotry. It's just bigotry at that point. It's just being racist for the trolls, for the viewership, and just saying nasty things about Nagasaki and Hiroshima and stuff like that to other. Bro, you're going viral for the wrong reasons. It's horrible. And I tell my people, do not go viral for the wrong reasons. If you're gonna go viral for things that are like a bit more positive, things that actually can help people out. Sure, going viral for the wrong reasons is gonna get you, more clicks, more talk, but it's like fast money. It's come and goes. And you're gonna be known as for that. You're gonna be the heel. You're gonna be the bad guy, and everybody's gonna hate you for it. Now, this is just it's just stupidity at its best. And if he's trying to be trolling, then he's not doing a good job. But here's some of the consequences of him playing loud music in a country that does not belong to him. So here's one.
You are not the police. You're not police. Oh, you are not police. Wait. What are you touching me for? We on video. Okay. Don't touch. Okay. No touch.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
No touch me. Okay. Relax. No, whoa. Yo, what is going on, chat?
What do you mean what's going on, you idiot? You're being arrested.
If you stay there, I won't do anything.
You won't.
All right, so we saw a little bit of what kind of fuckface is this guy really is. But now we're going to see the repercussions of him doing stupid shit. So here's a video of him, of what happens when you disrespect someone else's home.
Drop the bread first. This ain't safe, man. Shut the fuck up. Hey, all my real niggas drop in Discord right now. Hop in Discord. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Yo, relax.
Now you're telling people to relax? Yo, chill. After everything that you say in someone else's country, after you tell them about Nagasaki and Hiroshima, now you want to play the victim? Hit the button.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
This is what you get for being nasty and being a bad streamer, being viral for the wrong reasons, for saying wrong things. This is what you get. Do I commend violence out of this? No, but when it's goofers like him saying stupid shit, he had it coming. I'm sorry, but he had it coming. And you know what's messed up is sometimes these streaming platforms take their sweet ass time to punish these guys or don't even punish them. Evidence as to why we got the HVs out there, the fresh and frauds, the some pikers of this world. They still streaming, and even though they've said dumb things and controversial things, but they still, do the thing.
Yo, stop.
All right.
Stop.
Can't see anything, but we can hear it.
Minnesota, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the?
I mean, are you shocked?
Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm okay. Grab my shit. Yo, what?
Yo, grab my shit, bro. Chill the fuck down, all right? You ain't that big of a streamer.
Yo,
There's another clip. I say,
shit, if I go back and crap.
boom, slap on the face.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yo, chill out, of course.
Yo, chill out. Stop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where he got.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Where's the hose at?
Bro, I don't know.
The hose.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
You just said host.
Where's the hose at?
You shouldn't be asking me that because I don't know.
You don't know where
You're probably in the clubs.
What club?
Bro,
There's a lot of clubs here. You should use your
that's
Google.
this the same dude.
You don't know where the hose at?
No, honey, I don't. Yeah, everywhere.
Really? What's your name? What's your name?
I don't know, man.
Bro, if you can't take the hint that she's not understanding, and hold on. This Japanese woman, she's speaking to you perfect English. A lot of Japanese, they do speak English, but they all have the accent. This one speaks to you with a perfect English, and she's understanding what she's saying to you. And you had you know that you fucked up when you try to say where the hole's at, and she's replying to you, I know what you mean. Like, I don't know, go to the clubs. Like, if you can't take the hint that she does not want to be interesting to your stupidity, like how stupid can you really be?
I don't think you deserve my name anymore.
These chick assholes. Where the hose at, nigga?
Again, this is the stuff that gets you canceled. This is the stuff that gets you in trouble, legal trouble. So for my listeners, my viewers, actually, let me give you a little bit more background about this dumb fuck. So I took a little bit deep dive on his social media platforms, and for him to do this type of shit he's trying to be viral for the wrong reasons, and it backfired. Backfire in a way because he's not that big of a streamer. In fact, he's not even considered to be a potential streamer. I saw his following. He only has like a few thousand followers. He gets streams like the highest I've seen him stream on, according to analytics, is like 20,000 views. That's very little for if you're a very, very well-known streamer. That's very low. Usually people go to the 50 range. But 20,000, he gets like 1,000 views as average. 20 is like the highest he's ever done, but he's not that big a streamer. And for him to do all this shit, it ain't worth it. And nobody's gonna sponsor this asshole. Nobody wants to, this is a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. And you know what? I'm glad that Japan took matters in their own hands and smacked the shit out of the guy and given some sense out of it. Again, I don't condone violence, but when you got assholes like him doing stupid shit like that, they had it coming. It was like, I can't feel any sympathy towards it. Now, reason why I'm going to talk about the streamings, because, guys, was it really worth it? Being viral for the wrong reasons, was it really worth it? I don't think so. You know why? Like, you remember earlier what I said, he gets average 1,000 and sometimes even less than that. Me saying 1,000 is just, like being nice to him. He at best he usually gets 500. That's not a lot, guys. That's horrible. That's horrible numbers, and doesn't get that much of commenting and whatnot. So he's not even a potential streamer, and people don't realize this. Being a streamer, you don't get paid money. All right, let me rephrase.
NANI?
For a streamer, you don't get paid. You don't get your main income of streaming based on the number of streamers. You get your income based on subscription base, ads, sponsorship, and other outside sources. But streaming is definitely not one of your main incomes. And you guys are wondering, okay, how come these big streamers get paid? It was like because they're sponsored by. They got ads next to it, you know? They got merchandise that they can sell. They're notorious and well known for that. They got royalties and collaborations with companies and whatnot. That's how they get their major income. But being as a streamer, nah, bro. You don't make dick on being a streamer. And that's where we're gonna talk about the second topic of today's podcast, where how much do people make on stream? And you're gonna be shocked by that when I say some of these things. And you can Google this. You can Google this so that way people don't assume that I'm just making shit up. You can Google this. This fantasy world about saying that the streamers are like because they have huge followings, they get paid a lot of money. It's the same concept with EDM artists and producers and whatnot, that they say like, oh my God, you got 10G followers, you got 50,000 followers. Like, oh my God, you're getting paid, you're getting well known, you're getting released on big ass labels, bro. You're streaming your flavor is like 100,000. That's crazy. That's on the outside's perspective. Within the scenes, like myself, that ain't crazy. I remember my private tutoring sessions with the time with Careless Castle. I thought at that time he was big. I mean, he was released and signed to Never Say Die before it died. Releasing tracks and making collaborations and remixes and whatnot. Like, I thought the guy was making it. When in reality, he tells me straight up, like, nah, I'm doing Lyft. I'm like, what do you mean you're doing? Yeah, man, I'm doing Lyft. Doing private touring sessions, Lyft, and yeah, just making music. I live with roommates and whatnot. I'm like, what?
NANI?
Wait a minute, what? But you have like 50,000 followers. You're rising. He's like, yeah, my income does not come from there. My income actually comes from getting booked for shows and whatnot. That's right, guys. Ask anybody. If you think I'm talking shit, ask anybody. In fact, go ahead and talk to my good friend Mark Altair. And he's well known in the Twitter space or anywhere in the EDM scene. Like, ask Altair, hey, where does the producer's average income comes? Does it come from making music or does it come from touring? He's gonna tell you the same thing I'm telling you. Comes from touring. No one makes shit from making dubstep or house or anything from music. Like that shit, it like dried out a long time ago. It all comes from making for touring and merchandising and doing private touring sessions and doing streaming services and offering Patreons and classes and shit like that. That's where the actual money comes from. That's why you see a lot of people hustling their asses. Doing the Patreon and asking for private touring sessions because they're not getting booked that much. In fact, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Hold on. But before I give you the scenario, let me give you like the actual stats of how much a streamer makes. So I got this from T-Pain, and he definitely got this from an actual source that comes from I forgot what was the website, but it was an actual source. Guys can look it up. In fact, just Google how much do you get, how much Spotify pays you per stream. And there's like couple of charts from other platforms like YouTube Music, Amazon, Apple, and Spotify and Pandora and stuff, and they tell you how much you make per view and stuff like that. The average per view, you make 0.009 cents.
NANI?
Bruh.
Yeah, I ain't making this shit up. In fact, let me give you what T-Pain posted. And you guys can look it up. Again, I got my sources and I work in this industry, so I know how much we make. It made dick because if it did, my music, I would be rich by now. Anyways, so we got stream platforms. Got Amazon Music, Apple Music, Tidal Music, Napster, Deezer, Pandora, YouTube Music, and Spotify. Here's how many streams you need to have in order for you to make $1. Here's how many streams. Here they come. Amazon Music, you need 249 streams for you to make $1. Apple Music, 128. Tidal Music, 78 to make $1. Napster, 50 free to make $1. Deezer, 156 to make $1. Pandora, 752 to streams to make $1. YouTube Music, my favorite, 1,250 streams for you to make $1. And our good friends of Spotify, 315 streams to make $1.
NANI?
You think I'm bullshitting?
Bruh.
Ask T-Pain, ask Altair, ask some of the big guys. In fact, Google search, do your own research, look for the sources. If you think I'm lying, go for it. That's how many streams you need for you to make $1. So when you got the Drakes and the Justin Biebers of this world making 1 million streams from Spotify, hold on. So let's just say 1 million divided by 315. Let's do Spotify. You guys want to know how much money does Spotify gives you when you make 1 million plays or 1 million streams on Spotify? You guys how much with 1 million, Spotify will give you $3,174.60.
Emotional, damn it.
With 1 million streams. And that's not counting. Look here. That's not counting the cut that Spotify gets. Let's do YouTube. Just for the kicks of it. Divided by how much? $12.50. YouTube will pay you $800 if you make 1 million streams.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm not gonna do Pandora or the rest because I just proved you that the two big ones. That's how much you need to make. And let me tell you, there's not that many Biebers and Drakes in this world. Not half of the people don't even get 100,000. In fact, let me put you, if you do 100,000, $317 with 46 cents. That's how much Spotify will give you minus the cut. And if you're releasing on a label, take a cut out of that. Yeah. That's why they pushed the 100,000. That's why they pushed the marketing out of it to make the money ends out of it. So in the case of this Johnny Somali guy, whatever the fuck his name is, the cost of Twitch subscription ranges from roughly $5 to $25 per month, with the money split evenly between streamers and Twitch itself. So if a sub made $5, you get $2.50. That's wild. That means streamers earn anywhere between $2.50 to $12.50 per subscription base. That's subs. How much do streamers earn for every 1,000 viewers? Twitch streamers earn $3.50 for every 1,000 ad viewers. Let me repeat that again. How much do Twitch streamers with 1,000 viewers make? Twitch streamers earn $3.50 for every 1,000 ad viewers.
NANI?
Bruh.
Something ain't right.
In fact, here's another chart, and this is all Google, so you guys can search it right by yourself and make your own research, you know. And this will tell you like from legit sources, from legit websites. Numbers don't lie, guys. Numbers don't lie. So let's just say that this guy was going up 1,000 for every 1,000 average viewers per stream. Average for every 100 average viewers, it's 1,000 to 15,000. He's actually making $3.50 per view if it's consistently per month. This is Twitch, by the way. So to make it more in perspective out of these things, because people don't honestly understand the meaning of the Twitch. I mean, the meaning of stream values and whatnot. To make it more in the perspective, I've said it so many times, but here's like the short version of it. As an EDM artist, you don't make money out of your freaking music. You make money out of your booking, touring. And you know what? A lot of times people, they try to book at least 10 times a month to make ends meet. And you know what? Depending on the person, sometimes they don't make the 10 times. In fact, there's even cooling seasons, which basically you don't get booked that much and throughout the period, and it doesn't get better until like at the end of the year, and then following next year, then the festival season, which is all summer. So you got like pretty much fall, very cooling, all the way to the end of the year. It's all cooling, and that's where you come back by around midwinter. That's when you get all the good bookings. So it's like the first half of the year is good, and then the second half is bad. So imagine how much money, how many times you get booked for you to get enough money that you can cover the rest of the years with money. And that's not even including the cuts that your agent, your tour manager, and your regular manager gets. They all get a percentage wise out of it. And that's not even covering the expenses, the transportation, the flight bookings, and the hotel stays. You know, it's a lot. If you guys want me to make an episode out of it, let me know, and I can go detail very thorough as to how much it is, you know? And not everybody's doing that right now, honestly. So for this guy to wrap it up, to do this viral thing, which is doing viral for the wrong reasons, he making dick. He's not making any money out of it. Like for a few bucks, that's how much you're making? Was it worth it? Honestly, because I'm pretty sure he gets banned out from Japan. I don't think Japan wants him back ever again. And it's just to prove my point, guys. Like, you don't make money out of this, bro. If you're a streamer, you make money out of your selling merch. If you're that big, then, you know, you'll be able to sell merch. Sponsorships, ads per area 1,000, which is wild. That means that you really don't see that much of a money unless you pass the $1,000 threshold. Sponsorships, and I'm pretty sure there was Patreon, you know, subscription, you know, stuff like that. You know, that's how you make your real money. So, moral of the story, to wrap this up, going viral for the wrong reasons is not the way to go. And this is a perfect example of why you shouldn't be doing this. If you're gonna go viral for positive stuff out of it. You know, something that makes people like question stuff and be like, oh, I didn't look at it that perspective, but that's good. Be literally anything. Destiny, he's a very, very famous streamer, and he gets viral a lot because he says a lot of things that a lot of people may disagree, but at the same time makes it feel like, okay, he's open for a discussion, and some of the things that he says are not wrong. The way he's presenting it is, I feel like it's the most safest way for you to present some of these controversial topics. And I commend Destiny for doing that. In fact, I commend him for standing up and going to these Red Pill community shows or these other shows and going against these people with these dumb ideologies and pluck the holes and their inconsistencies out of that. Make them feel like, shit, I haven't done that much research. All it's based word of mouth, and that's what I was going. Feelings, no facts, basically. And we're living in this world that it's all about feelings and no facts. And that's a very dangerous world to live on, because in this day and age, nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. Quote from Charlemagne the God. And that's bad, because that means like you can't say anything out of it because people already make a judgment out of and that's how it's gonna be. So when I say do viral things, like if you're gonna be viral, like do viral things like they're cool, they're positive, they're awesome, you know? For example, the guy who was playing Red Hot Chili Peppers and was on a longboard drinking cranberry, he got very viral. He meant to be viral. And because of that viral thing, the company of cranberry gave him a lifetime supplies of cranberry and bought him a car so he can drive to his destination instead of doing a longboard. And he was like, cool. That's something to be viral about. That's a good thing to be viral. Not doing, not being racist and going to other people's countries and saying all these negative things. It's like, it's wild. It's wild for me. But alas, the Aiden Ross, the Sneakos, and the JohnnySomalis of this world, they're always going to be there, but they're not going to last long. Before you know it, it's going to be a forgotten memory. And that's what they are. They're not replay value. They're more of the here and the now, and then everybody's going to forget about you. Don't be like this guy, guys. Don't be better than that, guys. Be better than that. Anyways, I think we're going to wrap this up. We play a little bit long. Any other things that I've seen right now? Let me see on the Twitter thread. I think like there's a couple of things on Twitter, but I feel like this deserves to be on another episode. Yeah, this deserves to be on another episode. I mean, Twitter phrase. Maybe we should make a an episode dedicated on just Twitter phrase and just elaborate on some of the things. That would be cool. I guess the last thing I'm gonna talk about it goes with movies and TV shows. We're gonna end up with that's not that nice note on it. I saw the Transformers movie. It was surprisingly good. Generic, yeah, it was very generic, but it was surprisingly good. It wasn't as bad as Dark Side of the Moon or the other two that were horrible. Age of Extinction and The Last Night. Yeah, those were very bad. Michael Bay butchered that. I feel like it should have ended with Revenge of the Fallen, and that's pretty much it. Or they should have ended with the first movie, I guess. It just close the chapter on that and let it be that. I think like as soon as they start putting the Transformers without Shia LaBeouf, is like that's when it went to the crapper. But yeah, I saw it. It was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna spoil too much. They give a good explanation as to why the Maximals were there and why it coincides with the Autobots. I was kind of shocked that I couldn't see the Decepticons in any of this. And yes, the main villain was definitely Unicron, and Unicron was trying to destroy the world. I wonder how this is gonna tie it out to other movies. Also, maybe this could be a new universe movie from Bumblebee to Transformers. Maybe this could be a new universe because now the way it was set up at the end is like, ooh, we're joining other universes as well. Like we'll see. I don't know. I feel it was very, very generic. The actors, the main actor that played the kid, I mean, he was all right. I wouldn't say he's like the best one. I did not like the second protagonist. It felt so generic and so bland. There wasn't like wow factor coming from her. And her acting, I felt like some of her acting skills were mid at best, average. But I felt the same way with the guy. I liked how they represent Puerto Rico. They landed our first view when he comes out and he's Puerto Rican and he's obviously from New York with that Puerto Rican flag. Oh my God, that was amazing. I got so hyped when I saw the Puerto Rican flag in the Transformers movie. Absolutely fucking lovely. But yeah, they were just mid at best. Pete Davidson as one of the Transformers, he did all right, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just felt that the whole movie itself was mid. And, I liked seeing some of these Transformers, but then if it ties down to the timeline of the original Transformers, why couldn't we see some of these Transformers? So there's going to be a lot of discrepancies with the timeline. I don't know if they're going to join in with that timeline. Also, the whole, there's no Decepticons or Predacons. That was kind of like weird. Obviously, the main villain is Unicron, but still, it was kind of weird that we didn't see anything. Though there was Easter eggs about, their logos and whatnot. I'm not going to spoil you much about it, but yeah, a good movie, average at best, very generic. I wouldn't put it at 5 out of 10. I would put it, if I'm being honest, 6.5 to a 7. I'm being generous. If I put it on 7. I think a little bit too less. 6.5 for me is like right there. It's good. It's not bad at all. It's just generic. It's like, all right, like we've seen this shit before. Like, it's not bad at all. But I take it on you guys. Guys, let me know how is it. Hopefully, I get to see the Flash very soon and see how that one is performing. We'll see. But we're gonna wrap this up, guys. We're gonna end it here. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, every week is a brand new episode or a brand new topic. So always remember to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at the WOLVPVCK Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. And of course, the YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Lone Wolf Podcast. That's right, guys. That's where all my podcasts are under that same umbrella of the Lone Wolf Podcast. We'll check my Lone Wolf Podcast and the WOLVPVCK Podcast right there at youtube.com/The Lone Wolf Podcast or at Lone Wolf Pod. When you check all my latest episodes. Comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts. Share your experiences. Guys, if you got a specific topic that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'm going to do my best to cover it on the next episode. So, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll see you guys at the next one, all right? Peace.
I can't do no more.